Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now this is a bit of a follow-up to a couple of videos I did over the past month where I showed all my ABBA Deluxe CDs as well as my Tyrannosaurus Rex T-Rex CDs. So I thought I'd do a little bit of housekeeping and show you the rest of what I've got that are in that same type of format where you get either a trifold or a four-way gatefold, and they're all sort of CDs, dual case sized um, boxes, or fat boxes I should say. So we'll start off with the Jam, and this is all mod cons, and this is the deluxe version. I'm not too sure when this came out, but I do need my glasses. And this is, I think it's a 1 CD with a ton of extra tracks, and then there's a DVD, yeah. So you get the 12-track album plus another 14 bonus tracks, which include News of the World, Aunties and Uncles, Innocent Man, a single version of Down the Tube Station, So Sad About Us, The Night, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different demos, one of which is Worlds Apart, and then you get an alternative version of Billy Hunt, Mr. Clean demo and Fly demo, and then you get the making of all mod cons, and this is really good, and the DV is actually very good as well, and this is one of those 4 ways, which is very nice. And obviously there's a booklet in here which is hard to get out of. So yeah, to me this is their best album, it really is. This is actually a poster, sorry it's not a booklet. So you can, I always think posters with CDs are absolutely pathetic looking, but it's a nice little thing. And then the booklet will obviously come in the other part. Yeah, it does. I forgot about that poster. And so we do get a nice booklet with a lot of information, a lot of pictures. That's the A-Bomb in Water Street David Watts single. So good to have, and I think this is still available at a, I think it's still actually available on Amazon. If not, I don't even think it's that expensive. But yeah, good album, and as I say, probably the best Jam album. Mike Oldfield, and this is the deluxe of Discovery, and again this is one of those four sort of four fold out ones, and you see the two singles there, Tricks of the Light and To France. And what does this have on it? This has the full album with 5 bonus tracks, To France, In the Pool, Bones, Afghan, and Tricks of the Light instrumental. Disc 2 is the 1984 suite, which is a lot of the songs from the original album. That was actually released on vinyl as well. And then disc 3 is a DVD with all your surround sounds, as well as 3 of the music videos, To France, Etude, and Tricks of the Light. And there should be a booklet in here, there is. And this is a very good album. This is a follow-up to Crises, and I always liked it. It's mostly songs. There was only one instrumental piece on it, The Lake. I believe that might be a cover of the 1984 album, not sure, but yeah, very good. I do like Mike Oldfield in the 80s. I know a lot of the big Mike Oldfield fans aren't that keen, but I think he's actually very good. This one I bought because it was cheap, and it's Meatloaf's Bat Out of Hell 2, and this comes with one of the slipcases, and you get the original album on disc 1, and then disc 2 is single and radio edits and remixes. So you get the single edit of I'd Do Anything for Love But I Won't Do That, which is good because the other one's about 11 minutes long, and just different versions of songs from the album. So again, this comes in one of those 4 spread out things, and yes, you have a booklet with this one as well. This album's not bad, but it is nowhere near as good for me as the Bat Out of Hell, the original one, which I think is an absolute classic. So this is probably the same as the booklet for the normal CD release. But I know a few people actually prefer this to Bat Out of Hell one, but as I say, Bat Out of Hell. But for me, it doesn't. It's nowhere near the quality. Now we're going to go for 3 Kinks ones in a row here. I'm not going to show Village Green Preservation Society because I showed it in the previous video. And the first one up is Face to Face. And yet again, you get the same sort of format. And this one here, disc 1, you get the album plus a whole dose of bonus tracks, such as the Dead End Street mono, Big Black Smoke mono, This Is Where I Belong mono, She's Got Everything mono, Little Miss Queen of Darkness alternate mix, and Dead End Street alternate version. And then disc 2, you get the whole album again. I think it is in mono. I think disc 1 is in stereo, but you get a whole dose of bonus tracks. In fact, it's the other way around. I think that disc 2 is in stereo, and the bonus tracks are Is This Where I Belong, or This Is Where I Belong, Big Black Smoke, She's Got Everything, You're Looking Fine, Sunny Afternoon, Fancy, Little Miss Queen of Darkness, Dandy, and that's it. All different mixes. So yeah, really good album, and the start of, for me, the Kinks golden period. And then they carried it on with this one here, which is Something Else, another classic album. And you notice it actually has the, like the last one, the sticker along the bottom, which I don't particularly like. But again, another spread out. And I forgot to show the booklet for the last one. I'll show it for this one just, and it's probably basically the same as your single album. But fantastic album from 1967. So what do we have on this one? If I can get this in. Well, you have the full album, of course, and the original mono album is this one, and then you have Sunny Afternoon, Autumn Almanac, Mr. Pleasant, Susanna's Still Alive, David Watts, Love Me Till the Sun Shines, Death of a Clown, Good Luck Charm, and Harry Rag. Then disc 2, you have the stereo album with various similar bonus tracks, although there's Sand in My Shoes on this, and Afternoon Tea, Tin Soldier Man, Funny Face. Again, fantastic album by the Kinks, and 1967. And then we have one more by the Kinks, and it is Arthur from 1969. And again, you notice the pie is actually in blue, whereas the other pie was in red. And then you have, for disc 1, I believe, is the mono album, along with Plastic Man, This Man He Weeps Tonight, fantastic track, Mindless Child of Motherhood, and then a couple of the mono Dave Davis singles, Creeping Jean, Lincoln County, and Hold My Hand, and then studio recordings for the BBC with Victoria, Mr. Churchill Says, and Arthur. And disc 2, you have the stereo album with more or less the same bonus tracks, but in this case you do get Mr. Shoemaker's Daughter and Mr. Reporter, and a different version of Driving. But brilliant album. And I didn't get the deluxe version of Lola because basically there was a few bonus tracks, but the second disc was per se, and I already have it in CD anyway, so I didn't think it was necessary. But definitely this one, that's a nice photograph there. So really strong album by the Kinks, love it. So that's that one. Next up, and this is the Rolling Stones, and this is more trifold, and it's Exile on Main Street. And I think this reissue got to #1. It was 2010, I believe. It's a double CD, sold really well. Let me see if we can get the booklet out for this one. And this is one of these where it comes from the inside, which I hate. I tend to actually tear the thing. So another cracking album. I didn't get the sticky fingers for some reason. I actually wish I had have now, but still I have it on MP3. But this here has got a disc of rarities, and you get things like Past the Line, Plundered My Soul, which I always thought should have been on the original album. I'm Not Signifying, Following the River, Dancing in the Light, So Divining, Loving Cup alternate take, Soul Survivor alternate take, Good Time Women, and Title 5. So it's good to get all those outtakes for one of their best albums. Top 3 for me, Exile on Main Street. Okay, we have about 4 more to go, and this one here is Simon and Garfunkel and Bridge Over Troubled Water. Now what you have, this is a 3-disc set, and it follows the same sort of pattern as most of them, and again it has a nice booklet which I shall get out if I can. But not my second favourite album of all time. This, I think, is absolutely brilliant. I bought this because I fancied it, and I remember seeing it actually in a CD shop. I didn't really need it because CD 1 is just the album, which I have in CD anyway. CD 2 is Live 1969, which I have the actual original release of that. And then the third disc is a DVD, Songs of America, originally aired on CBS and unavailable since 1969. This TV special is comprised of footage of the 1969 tour, intimate backstage conversation, historic news, footage and more, and it is really good. But I wasn't overly interested when I bought it. I just wanted it. But I really enjoyed it, so I'm glad I got it. And then you get the Harmony Game, brand new documentary about the making of Bridge Over Troubled Water, featuring new 2010 interviews with Paul Simon, Art Garfunkel, Roy Halley, and more key principals involved with the making of the album. So yeah, wonderful, wonderful album, and it's nice to have it in a deluxe version. This one's a great one. This is Squeeze and Argybargy, and it's a double CD set. And I really do like these, the way they fold out. I like the whole design of it, and you get the pictures there. So on disc 1 you get the full album plus a load of bonus tracks. Funny How It Goes, What the Butler Saw, Someone Else's Heart, Go, Pretty One, which was a B-side of another Neil Mahler, Jules Holland song, really good. Going Crazy, the B-side of Christmas Day. Furphy's a Beat, Library Girl, and If I Didn't Love You, and I believe Library Girl got on to one of the greatest hits. CD 2 is a radio commercial for Argybargy, and then a live concert from March 1980, and it features Slap and Tickle, Touching Me, Touching You, Slightly Drunk, Pulling Muscles, Funny How It Goes, Another Nail in My Heart, Cool for Cats, Mess Around, I Think I'm Go-Go, If I Didn't Love You, Strong and Reason, It's So Dirty, Goodbye Girl, Up the Junction, and Going Crazy. This is my favourite Squeeze album. I think it's an absolutely brilliant album, and although I love Cool for Cats, for some reason this one I just think their songwriting went up a notch. So I do, I think really, really good. And East Side Story is nearly as good for me. Those are the best two, I think. So the last album with Jules Holland, but before he came back in the mid-80s. But yeah, Argybargy, brilliant. Now the last 3 are all Elton John, and we have Elton John, the self-titled, and again we have the way that folds out. I'll take a look at the booklet first before we go through the track listing. And so it's actually quite a thick booklet, but this is a great album as well. There's a few tracks that I'm not overly as keen on, but the highlights on this are really, really high. And so what do we get? And this one's harder to read. No, in fact it's easier to read. Disc 1 is the full album. Disc 2, the bonus disc, has 20 tracks which include BBC sessions and piano demos. So you get piano demos of really all the songs, and you get some tracks like All the Way Down to El Paso, I'm Going Home. That's about it. Thank You Mama. That's about it for the songs. I don't recognise, didn't actually get on to any of the albums. But another classic, brilliant CD from Elton, and he released, I think, 4 as I'm aware of. I didn't get the Goodbye Yellow Brick Road one, but I did get the follow-up to that. That's the Tumbleweed Connection. Not my favourite Elton album, but still very, very good, and again, really nice photographs. And we'll get this out as well. So it's maybe a little bit too Americana for me, but I do enjoy quite a few of the songs, like Son of My Father and My Father's Gun. I think are great. Where To Now, St. Peter, Ballad of a Well-Known Gun. So yeah, it is a good album, but still not my all-time favourite. Disc 1, you get the full album. Disc 2, again, it's a lot of piano demos. This time I recognise every song, so you get, apart from Sisters of the Cross, I don't know that one, so you get There Goes a Well-Known Gun, Come Down in Time, Country Comfort, Son of Your Father, Talking Old Soldiers, Into the Old Man's Shoes, Sisters of the Cross, Madman Across the Water, the original version, Into the Old Man's Shoes again, My Father's Gun BBC session, Ballad of a Well-Known Gun BBC session, and 2 more BBC sessions, Burn Down the Mission and Amarina. So really nice to have. And the last one is the one I enjoyed the most, and it's Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy. Now this one here I know has got a live disc as the bonus track, as the bonus disc. I will open up and get the booklet out. So slightly thinner booklet this time. I wonder if there's another. I haven't played this for a while. No, there's not. So what do we get on this? Well, hold on a minute. There is another booklet. You get all those little bits and bobs that you got in the original vinyl LP. So you get a CD poster, which is cute. So it is. It's nice to have, but not really necessary. You have this, which is in the scraps, which is a mini version of what you got in the LP, and then you have the lyrics, which is the same as the one in the LP, and I can hardly even read that with the glasses on, so nice to have. Now the songs themselves are not actually listed here, they're listed on this here. So thank goodness I don't have to try and read the little scrapbooks. This one has the whole album plus the bonus tracks, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, One Day at a Time, which is terrible, Philadelphia Freedom, and thank goodness House of Cards, which was the B-side of Someone Saved My Life Tonight. This too has the live Wembley performance from June 21st, 1975. This is when he played the whole album. Very, very brave of him to do, but it sounds really good, and there's 2 bonus tracks, a Pinball Wizard and Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting. So that would be my favourite of those 3 Elton John deluxe CDs, and that's what I have in that kind of format. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.